Oh, welcome back to the big show. Great segment coming up. James Jones is here with us.
What's going on?
Welcome, James. We're going to start with this. Buffalo Bills. Looks like they're struggling. I thought they were struggling. Our friends at Fox Bet said not so much. Still the favorites. Have the Bills at 1, Chiefs at 2, Eagles with the bronze medal. Broussard, are you surprised the Bills are still the favorites?
No. Why in the world would I be surprised?
I mean, they just lost and looked horrible.
Props to Fox Bet for not overreacting to 1 of 17.
What about 2 of 17?
And I would think, not even overreacting to 2 of 17. I would think, Nick, that you would understand this. Because you are not a standings guy.
No.
Should Fox Bet how about just Philadelphia and Minnesota, the 2 favorites?
No.
Huh? Let's go by the records. Because Fox Bet is studying the tape. Fox Bet is looking and seeing who's the best team. They're looking at the facts and they're saying, okay,
the tape after these last 2 weeks?
Yeah, they're saying, I got facts, all right? Okay. Offensively, they're saying, about a wash. Kansas City averages a couple more points per game, but both have great quarterbacks. About a wash.
Okay.
Defensively, though, oh, wow. Buffalo's defense much better than Kansas City. Allows 6 fewer points per game than Kansas City. And then they're saying, okay, people are talking about Josh Allen. He's reckless. He makes some turnovers. But they're saying, Brett Favre, who I'd say is the new age Brett Favre. Brett Favre was able to win a Super Bowl making some turnovers.
Okay.
Oh, let's not even go Brett Favre because he was great like Josh Allen. Last year you had a quarterback who was just good. Matthew Stafford led the league in interceptions, still won a Super Bowl. So Fox Bet is going beyond emotions, going beyond who I root for, and saying Buffalo is the best team. They're going to lose 4. They're going to be 13-4, maybe 12-5,
13-4,
and still win the Super Bowl.
Okay, 13-4.
12-5. My point is they're going to lose some games, but they're still going to win the Super Bowl.
Since you evoked Fox Bet so often, what Fox Bet is doing is slowly correcting the initial opening season error. You can't, when a gambling line is so far off like the Bills were, you can only slowly correct it. You can't overly correct it. So eventually water will find its level. So I'm less concerned about why they're still the favorites and more concerned about if they still should be. And the Bills have given us no reason to believe in them. So let's go through it. The defense has proven nothing. Nothing. The defense ended last year unable to stop the Chiefs in 13 seconds, then unable to force a 3rd down in overtime. And then this year, they're really banged up. And they let the Jets go 94 yards, and they let the Vikings go all over the field on them. So defense, X. The offense, you said it yesterday in your soliloquy about how great Josh Allen is. He has to do everything. They can't run the football. Okay, so they're all relying on their quarterback, and the quarterback, of course, leads in turnovers and is banged up. And now let's talk, those are all like kind of statistical facts, right? Now let's talk more ideas, all right? What are the 2 best football games of the last 12 months? I would argue it was the Chiefs-Bills playoff game and Vikings-Bills from Sunday. What's the common thread? Well, both of those games, the Bills were at one point a better than 98% chance to win and found a way to create a loss. What's the only game in the last 2 years where a team outgains its opponent by 270 yards or more and finds a way to lose? Bills, Dolphins in the playoffs. Do we expect them to be close games? I do.
Yeah.
Over the last 2 years, who has been the worst team in the league in close games? Well, the answer is the Houston Texans. But who has been the second worst?
Hold on. You just said it.
Josh Allen right behind
The second worst has been the Buffalo Bills. And so I am simply asking the question of, what have the Bills done to show us they should be Super Bowl favorites?
Can I just quickly before you go?
Go ahead.
Nothing?
Go ahead.
How about going into Arrowhead a few weeks ago and beating the Chiefs for the
as a very smart
you
man
keep
once
throwing
said,
out that,
was
well, they
playing
did
hot
that
football
last
right
year and
now.
lost
As a
in the
very
playoffs.
smart man
talking
once
about
said,
trends right
a
now,
team
though.
could be really good and go
Yeah.
13-4. You're not going to win every game.
But I'm telling you,
you're
right
not going to
now,
win every
they
game.
was playing extremely good football going into Kansas City. These last 3 weeks, they are not playing good football. That is a trend. I am
You don't think
surprised
they gonna
by
turn it
this.
around?
No, I am surprised by. I don't think they'll turn it around for Super Bowl caliber team. Yeah, they might win some games and they're definitely gonna get in the playoff. But Super Bowl caliber, I am surprised. And my reason why I am surprised is because home field is gone.
Gone.
Like, I'm with you if everything is coming through Buffalo.
And you get the
are
bye.
possibly going to have to be going through Kansas City again or through Miami again to try to win a football game. And with a guy that's turning over the football consistently right now, you are not overcoming that on the road. You possibly may be able to overcome that at home. You are not overcoming that against Patrick Mahomes and the Dolphins on the road.
and
I do not see it happening. And he's right. 2-9 in one score games.
The only
and you
team
want to
that's
go
worse
on
is
the road
the
against
Chiefs.
some really good teams and win. I'm surprised the Chiefs are not higher up there on
And
this
can
thing right
Can I
now.
say one other thing?
Sure.
Josh, we can show it to you. The Bills have played 9 games this year. Josh Allen's played 9 games this year. We joke about the roller coaster graphic over the last 2 seasons, but the fact of the matter is this year, Josh Allen has played 4 good games and 4 truly bad games and 1 game right in the middle. Does that brew? He has 4 bad games this year. 4. That's half
Does
of the
that
games
scare
he's
me?
played.
Yeah.
Does
Not
that
really,
should.
because
Because
he
why?
tends
Win on
to
the
show up in
road
the.
if you like this.
Was he like that in the playoffs last year?
They lost.
He had what, 9 touchdowns?
No, but that's- is that-
0
so
interceptions?
hold on. So that's my question.
Big games, he shows up. Big game against
Well,
Kansas
the
City
biggest
this
game
year.
of
That's
his
the biggest
career,
game.
he didn't play
showed
well.
up.
The biggest game of his career, the one time he's been in a conference championship game, he didn't play
He
well.
was a youngster.
So close games is not
He
big
was a
games.
youngster.
He ain't winning
It was
them.
18
Close
months
games.
ago.
It was a close game against Kansas
He's
City this year.
2-9 and he not winning them though, bro.
24-20. That's a close game.
Yes, that was.
that's one of
That's
the two,
one of the
bro.
two.
Well, it's
And
against
other
the
one's
best team in the
Baltimore.
league.
And the other one's Baltimore, and then the 9 we don't
The
have
other
time
one's
to list.
Baltimore.
So you're
How about
saying-
that?
so-
Baltimore and Kansas City.
So
I'll
your
take
belief
those.
right now, you're telling me that the Buffalo Bills right now, the way they are playing, can go into Kansas City and beat Patty Mahomes and them right now.
Absolutely. Chest, base, toes down. Come on.
It's not a hypothetical. We literally just saw it. This
Thank
is not
you,
something that we
Wiles.
need to like.
4
oh my
weeks
goodness.
ago.
Would Wilt Chamberlain
They
be able
can't turn it
to,
around.
to play against
team.
Why
Giannis?
do you
It's
think
not
the
a product
Packers are
exercise.
turning it around? The Bills can't turn it around?
This 3 games in a row trend, man.
Man.
Quarterback ain't playing good.
Oh, yeah, come on. I
just
can't
saw-
wait to see Josh Allen this
We
week.
just saw a Von Miller defense shut down Patrick Mahomes, but he won. So I feel like the way that the Bills are constructed this year is more relevant than how they were
But it's
constructed.
different.
in
They
the
haven't even
playoffs.
had
are
their
like
guy
this right
Tre'Davious
now.
White.
Buffalo
No,
is
but
like
that's- hold
this
on, but
right now.
that's-
The
that-
way they are
James.
playing
Is it- it's
ball.
gonna stay that
when
way
they
for the
met
next-
back
no,
there,
no,
they both were like this.
No. Obviously,
It's not a
things-
surprise
No.
that they
Obviously,
lose in these games.
obviously, things are going to change over the course of the season. There's no doubt about that. And to go back to the Eagles before, when you were mentioning the 07 Pats, their problem was they peaked too early. They peaked when they were beating teams 52-17, and there were some warning signs for that team in the final couple weeks of the year when they were still winning, but they were closer than you would like. So obviously, we got half the season left. However, it is, in my opinion, intellectually dishonest to pretend as if the Bills spit in the bit en route to coasting to the 1 seed, a bye, and having the games in Buffalo is not a massive error. And it is also intellectually dishonest, in my opinion, to act like if the Chiefs and the Bills were to play again in the postseason this year, and that game is in Arrowhead, the Chiefs do not have a sizable emotional and psychological edge, despite the fact that Buffalo has beaten them 2 years in a row in that building in the regular season. Because the Chiefs have beaten them 2 years in a row in that building in the postseason. One was a blowout, and the other was an emotionally devastating loss. And the last point, and the one that I thought I would have you on my side on, is we have seen one quarterback in the league that was almost bent. I don't want to say benched, but his team didn't want to extend because he had such a turnover problem. All of a sudden, stopped turning the ball over. His name's Daniel Jones. See another quarterback all of a sudden become the most turnover-prone quarterback in the league. His name's Josh Allen. The common thread is one used to have Brian Daboll, one now currently has Brian Daboll. And I understand Ken Dorsey became a mini celebrity for throwing a temper tantrum, but I'm yet to see him design a creative offense that can get a running game going. I'm yet to see Josh Allen look like he did 2 years ago under Brian Daboll. All those reasons, people should be concerned. And that's not even to mention the Dolphins might just flatly be better than them, and they're in the same division. No?
The Dolphins are legit. They might be better than both of them.
And if you got to go on the road, I'm telling you, if the Buffalo Bills got to go on the road,
I still feel very
They're not
comfortable.
going to have to. Hey,
Buffalo.
talking World Cup
Super
next.
Bowl.
First things first.